अभी अभी की है सर, बिल्कुल। हाँ हाँ। आप कर रहे हो सर वहाँ से? Yes. Hello everyone, this is Sunil Janged and I will teach you English for all banking exams, right? So before starting any chapter, let's discuss some important points, right? In English, there is a proverb in which it is said that you can take a horse to water, but you cannot make it drink. Again, I say, I'm just going to repeat the proverb. You can take a horse to water, but you cannot make it drink. Mean to say कि no matter how experienced I am, although I have been teaching English for the last 12 years, I have enough experience, enough confidence or good content quality, but I just want you to be aware enough. I just want to you be curious enough, and I just want you eager to learn, right? So always you have to focus, you have to listen carefully, you have to prepare all the notes carefully, and if you find any difficulty, if you find any doubt, you have to just, you have chat box over here, you can just comment your doubt, and we shall try to solve all your doubts. Okay, so let's start. And okay, one more point before starting any chapter or topic. So some of the important issue we should discuss, some of the misconceptions you can say. So first of all, you just tell me, am I audible to you? Am I audible to you? Are audio and video clear? Just comment yes. Are audio and video clear? Is everything okay? Okay, chaliye. Okay, while learning English, we just face some of the misconceptions. You know what are the misconceptions? Misconception, you can say these are wrong thoughts. These are wrong thoughts. Or you can say these are some barriers which we face while learning English. Some of the barriers. What are the misconceptions? So you don't follow these barriers. You don't follow these misconceptions. So first misconception is what? That is rules. In present time, most of the students, what they do, they just cram rules. They just, their entire focus is on rules. So you never focus rules, don't cram rules. I just want to inform you that by cramming rules, you won't be able to learn English. You won't be able to learn English. And I just want to say कि if rules were enough to learn, a book worth rupees 200 would teach you English, right? So शायद टीचर्स की कोई जरूरत ही ना रहती, और जो है ये समझ लो कि कोचिंग की कोई रिक्वायरमेंट ही ना रहती. ठीक है? Can you people focus on description part more now? Okay. हाँ. So I just want कि don't go for rules, and rules won't help you to learn English. Okay, second misconception is what? That is translation. I have seen it many times कि most of the students they just translate, and I want to tell you that by doing translation you can get pass marks, but you cannot score. You can get pass marks, but you can't score. And in present scenario, in all banking exams, your entire focus must be to score. If you score well, then only you can get a job in all your banking exams. So don't translate, don't focus on rules. These are totally misconceptions, my dear, right? So you won't follow these things. So what you have to follow? ठीक है, what you have to focus on? So let me clear it. Your entire focus must be on observation. your entire focus must be on understanding. Your entire focus must be on different two things, that is observation, that is understanding. So let us clear with an example ki with the help of observation and understanding, how can you be able to learn English. Okay, let's take an example. Do you know what is photosynthesis? Yes, I just want to make it clear ki how observation and understanding will make you to learn English, right? Okay, do you know what is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is a process by means of which plants prepare their food by using sunlight, and water from the earth. Plants prepare their food and release oxygen, and this oxygen is, you can say, it's a byproduct, right? This is photosynthesis actually, right? So in photosynthesis, plants main or entire focus is on what? It is on food. They just focus on food. They need food so that they get leaves or branches, or they just get flowers or fruits. Their focus is on what? Food. They never focus on oxygen. Plants never focus on oxygen. Actually, we need oxygen to breathe here, right? We need oxygen to breathe. Plants never focus on oxygen. Same thing, we are here for learning, right? We are here for learning, and in learning, students' entire focus must be on observation, or you can say ki students' entire focus must be on understanding. And you just focus observation, you will find it ki you will get good marks and you will get selection in your dream job. Okay, so in learning, students' entire focus must be on observation. You know what is barrier? What is barrier actually? Ki students, they just focus on marks and they don't focus on observation. Because they don't focus on observation, no marks will be there, no learning will be there. Same thing, if plants focus on oxygen, they will find if they don't focus on food, no photosynthesis will be there, no food will be there, and no oxygen will be there. So I think you are getting my point. We don't need to focus on marks. If you just work hard, no one can stop you to get good marks. No one can stop you to get score or get your dream job. So just focus on observation, just focus on understanding. Don't focus on rules or cramming or translation. Are you getting my point? Just comment initially, and after that we shall start a chapter. Are you getting my point, guys? Yes. Is everything okay here? It will take hardly 2 minutes, 2 more minutes to start the chapter. It's first class student here. That's why I'm just telling you what procedure will be there. So I'm just telling you the method or approach, what are the necessary things. That's it. After that, we shall start chapter, we shall start grammatical chapter, we shall start vocabulary and comprehension as well, right? Okay, thank you, Vivek. So okay, whenever we talk about your syllabus, entire English language is categorized into 3 different components, 3 different parts. First one is grammar, second one is comprehension, right? And the last one is vocabulary. These 3 segments we have to cover all these 3 segments. And one more important point, in grammar, I shall teach you only 6 to 7 chapters. I will teach you only 7 chapters that are very important from your exam point of view. What are the grammatical chapters? I just want to inform. First one is noun. one is tense, one is preposition. The most important chapter is preposition. Another one is subject verb agreement. Subject verb agreement. One is conditional sentences. Conditional sentences. And next one is conjunction. These are the most important chapters, and I shall cover all these 7 chapters. These chapters will be enough to get good marks in your banking exam from grammatical point of view. These 7 chapters will be enough. Okay, we shall cover all these 7 chapters. And if we talk about comprehension, then in comprehension we shall cover parajumbles. As you know, this is the most important part in comprehension point of view. Parajumbles one is, second one is that is fillers, or you can say close test, and third one is that is unseen passes. We shall cover these 3 different segments in comprehension, right? Unseen passes. This is the comprehension part. And if you talk about vocabulary, then we shall cover synonyms, and next one is antonyms, right? Idioms, and the most important, that is phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs. And in last, we shall also cover confusing words, right? Confusing words. So this one will be the entire syllabus which I will teach during all the YouTube classes, right? So this one will be the syllabus. Or let's start a chapter, grammatical chapter today, and that is the most important chapter. You will get a question in every exam, in every banking exam, that is subject verb agreement. We shall start subject verb agreement today, right? And we shall discuss all the concepts, and we shall practice as well, right? So if you find any difficulty or doubt, chat box is over here. You can just write your comment and I will reply it to you, right? Make it sure ki in English there is a sentence, everything takes time in this universe. Everything takes time. So just have patience, and it is sure, it is absolutely right ki I will be able to teach you English. So have patience. Everything takes time. So let's start subject verb agreement. Okay. What is subject verb agreement actually? Let's understand with the help of this sentence. Subject verb agreement. Subject verb agreement. Let's take an example. Sentence is, my mother usually get up early in the morning. My mother usually get up early in the morning, right? So this one is the first sentence. So you tell me ki what is error part according to you in this sentence? What is error part? Yes, comment box is here. So I'm just checking your comments ki who answers. Okay, Anurag Mishra or ठीक है, gets up. Okay. Subject verb agreement actually, you know ki in every sentence there is a subject and a verb also. These are 2 important segments in every sentence, you can say, right? In every sentence you will find a subject and you will find a verb. So let's underline subject and verb in the sentence. My mother, you know it very well ki in the beginning of the sentence this one is the subject, and if you talk about verb, so get is a verb. This word usually is an adverb of frequency. This one is an adverb. So what is subject verb agreement? Subject verb agreement says that in every sentence a verb must be agreed to subject's number. You know, this subject is singular subject. If you talk about number, so you know it very well. in English, number are of two types. One is singular number, right? Singular number denotes to one, and a plural number also, and this plural number denotes to more than one. This one is number. So verb must be agreed according to the subject's number. My mother, this subject is singular subject, so you have to, subject verb agreement says ki if the subject is singular, you have to use a singular verb over here. But verb get is a plural verb. Let me make it clear. You know, there are so many verb. There is a list of verb, and the first form of the verb, if you talk about, so all first form of the verb are called base verb, or you can say these are called root verbs, right? All first form of the verb are called base verb. You can say them root verb, and make it sure first form of the verb is always a plural verb. This one is always a plural verb, right? But whenever you add s or es with first form of the verb, or you can say base verb or root verb, when you add s or es with base or root verb, now it becomes a singular verb. For an example, if in the sentence, if I talk about get, so this one is first form of the verb, this one is base verb, this one is root verb, or you can say this one is plural verb. This one is a plural verb. But whenever you add s or es with the base verb, now it becomes a singular verb, right? So subject verb agreement, according to subject verb agreement, you have a singular subject, so you need a singular verb in the sentence to just to do agreement in the sentence, right? So singular verb, what will be the singular verb? Gets will be there, and now it becomes agreement. Now the sentence becomes in agreement. My mother usually gets up early in the morning. If you say, sentence will be okay, right? Sentence will be okay. Okay, so let's take an example. Just suppose if you add s or es with a noun, then make it sure now it becomes plural noun. If you add s or es with a verb, it becomes a singular verb. If you add s or es with a noun, it becomes a plural noun. And the most important thing is that in entire English, we can add s or es with two part of speech. One is with verb to make it singular, and one is with noun to make it plural. You can add s or es with only two parts of speech. One is with verb, one is with noun. You cannot add s or es with any third part of speech in entire English. You cannot add s or es with adjective, pronoun, adverb, preposition, conjunction, article. So in entire English, s or es is with only two parts of speech. One is with verb, one is with noun. With verb to make it singular, with noun to make it plural. Are you getting my point? So what is the definition of subject verb agreement? Actually, the definition, if you talk about, with the help of this star, I will talk about either definition or about concept, right? With the help of this star, I will tell you a definition or concept. Okay. The definition is, a verb must be agreed. A verb must be agreed with subject's number. A verb must be agreed with subject's number is called subject verb agreement. A verb must be agreed with subject's number is called what? Subject verb agreement. Mean to say, if you get a singular subject, then you have to use a singular verb. With a singular subject, you have to use a singular verb, right? And if you get a plural subject, with a plural subject, you have to use a plural verb. With plural subject, you have to use a plural verb. This is subject verb agreement actually. This is subject verb agreement actually. Descriptive part, can you focus on descriptive part more now? Dear, initially I will teach you language part, I will teach you grammar, vocabulary or comprehension. After 1 or 2 months, I will just go for descriptive part. So it will take 1 or 2 months. Actually, I just want to tell you, I just want to check it out ki whether you have the knowledge in depth of different language segments, right? Do you know about grammatical concepts? Do you know about vocabulary or comprehension and how they work? If you know them very well, and I just want it from my point of view, so that's why I'm just telling you these three parts, the three segments initially. After completing these three, we shall go for descriptive part. Okay, next let's take some examples. Let's take some example. If I say some basic example, initially we shall discuss. The sentence is Ritik and Rohan have done the job well. Ritik and Rohan have done the job well. Sir is cracked grade B is providing some mock test series for RBI grade B, like in practice mock. Okay, it's my first class today, so I don't know much about it. I will discuss it to them and I shall report it to you later. Okay, it's my first class, so I don't have enough information regarding that. So after 2 or 3 days, when I will come to know, I shall inform it to you. Okay. Okay, dear Saho. Let's first sentence. This one is, you have to observe the sentence and you have to just give the answer whether the sentence is okay, this sentence has no error, and if you find any error, you have to tell it ki in which part you feel the error. Okay, so first, Ritik and Rohan have done the job well. The second sentence is, the principal and manager have reached abroad. The principal and manager have reached abroad. And the third one is, a black and a white cat was meowing at night. You have different 3 sentences before you. So you have to observe the sentence. If you find any error, you have to tell me the error part, or there can be no error also, right? Thank you, dear. Second is has. Okay, third were. Okay, let's discuss. The first concept is what? The first concept is 2 singular subjects. In the first sentence, you know it very well. Ritik, this one is the singular subject here. This one is the singular subject, right? And Rohan is also singular subject. And make it sure 2 singular subjects connected by and. 2 singular subjects connected by and. Now it becomes plural subject. Now it becomes plural subject. And according to the plural subject, you have to use a plural verb in the sentence. And make it sure ki have is a plural verb. Have is a plural verb. Have is already a plural verb. So in the first sentence, there is no any error. In the first sentence, there is no error. Okay, some of the students, they don't know exactly ki what are the singular subjects, what are the plural subjects. And even they don't know ki what are the singular verb and what are the plural verb. So let's have a look ki what are the singular plural subjects and singular plural verb. So these are some basics, right? So let's discuss what are the singular subjects. Actually, some of the students, they have just confusion between both the verb or subjects, singular subjects, right? And singular verb. Okay. If you talk about first person pronoun, you know it very well. I and we are the first person. I and we are the first person. So now we are talking about singular subject. So I is the singular subject, you is the second person, and you is always considered as plural subject. We are talking about singular. So in third person, he, she, it, and they. These four pronouns we have in third person. So we are talking about singular. So he, she, and it. These are the singular subject. Okay, if I say Rohan, this one is also singular subject. If I say Ritik, this one is also singular subject. Okay, if I say the boy, any definite boy, singular subject. The girl, if I say any different girl, any specific girl, this one is also singular subject. These are the singular subjects. If you talk about singular verb, you know in present we use is MR. So out of is MR, singular is and am. These are singular. Out of has, have, we have has in singular verb list, right? If you talk about do, does, so does is a singular verb. Does is a singular verb. Out of was, were, was is a singular. And if I say gets, like in the sentence, like in the last sentence, this verb gets. By adding s or es, a verb becomes singular. So if I say gets, if I say reads, if I say loves, if I say helps, if I say writes, these are all singular verb, because whenever we add s or es with a plural verb, with first form of the verb, it becomes singular. So these are the singular verb, right? Oh, okay. If you talk about plural subject and plural verb. Okay, as you know ki I is a singular subject, so we is a plural subject. In second person, you is a plural subject. In third person pronoun, they is a plural subject. If I say Rohan and Ritik, now it becomes a plural subject, right? If I say the boys, this one is plural subject. If I say the girls, this one is also plural subject, right? And if you talk about plural verb, out of is after is MR, is M, R is a plural verb. After has, have is a plural verb. After does, do is a plural verb. After was, were is a plural verb, right? Get is a plural verb. First form of the verb, this one is. All first form of the verb are plural verb. If I say read, if I say love, if I say help, if I say write, all these are plural verb, right? These are plural verb. So before you have the variation between singular subject and plural subject, singular verb and plural verb. So let's discuss the sentences right now. So two singular subjects connected by and becomes plural subject. Two singular subject connected by and plural becomes plural. So you have to use a plural verb. And I said ki have is a plural verb. Have is what? Have is a plural verb. This one is the have, right? Error will be there if you just use has in the sentence. Has is a singular verb. So according to the subject, plural subject, we have to use a plural verb. So sentence is already okay. Ritik and Rohan have done the job well. Okay, in the first sentence. Let's talk about second sentence. Okay, in the second sentence, as we know, ki principal is a singular subject. This one is singular subject. Manager is also a singular subject, and both singular subjects are connected by and. But you know what is the difference in the second sentence? You are getting article the before the first subject. You are getting article the before the first subject, and make it sure whenever two singular subjects connected by and if you find an article before the first subject, now it becomes singular subject. Now it becomes singular subject. It means ki we are talking about one person with two different posts. One person with two posts or two designation, you can say. One person with two posts or two designation. Mean to say, there is a person who is the principal of a college and who is the manager of a committee. Means we are talking about a singular person over here, two singular subjects connected by and if you find an article before the first subject, now it denotes to a singular person or animal. So verb also be according to singular, verb also be there. So have is a plural verb. If you just want to improve the sentence, you have to use a singular verb, and that will be what? Has will be there. So sentence will be, the principal and manager has reached abroad. The principal and manager has reached abroad. This one will be the right answer. Okay, in the third sentence, you know what you are getting? You are getting, okay, this is white cat, singular subject, right? And black cat, this one is also a singular subject, and both the singular subjects are connected by and. You are getting article before the first singular noun, and you are getting another article before the second subject, right? So make it sure कि whenever you get article before two different nouns, before both the nouns, when you get article, now it denotes to a plural subject. Now it denotes to plural subject. It means कि in the sentence we are talking about two different cats. One cat is white in color and one cat is black in color, and these are connected with and. So we are talking about two different cats. We are talking about plural subject. So accordingly, plural verb will be there in the sentence. So if you just want to use a plural verb, was is a singular verb, you have to replace was with were. Were will be there. Sentence will be okay. A black and a white cat were moving at night. So are you getting my point? Yes, guys. Sir, any other examples explaining the second statement? Yes, so many sentences we have, Aniket. You can say the actor and singer. The actor and singer. You can say ki the leader and you can say a member of parliament, right? You can also say that. You can say ki you can say the teacher and controller. You can say the teacher and controller. You can also say like that. And if you say ki the actor and the singer, now it becomes plural subject, right? Now it becomes plural subject. Yes. Is it true, sir, if article the is available with both subjects? Yes. Why not? Why not? It is possible. It is possible. The principal and the manager can also be there. Okay, let's take an example. Let's take an example. If I say the principal and the manager, the principal and manager has reached abroad. If I say like that, okay. Okay, you know what? In English, we just move from left to right. In English, we just start a sentence from our left hand and we just go to right hand, left to right. This is the way of movement. Okay, so in this sentence, you are getting this one is singular subject, right? This one is also a singular subject. And both the singular subjects are connected by and. This one is conjunction. And you are getting article before the first noun, singular subject. And you also have an article before the second subject. This one is also article. And I said ki in English we just move from left to right. So initially you are getting a plural subject. This one is what? This one is plural subject. And make it sure ki whatever is given in the beginning of a sentence, whatever is given in the beginning of a sentence, that will be the base. That will be the base. This one will be the base, and accordingly you have to use a plural verb. Has is a singular verb. You just replace it with have. This one will be the answer, right? So it also can be there, but you have to just make it sure ki what is in the beginning. You have to focus on the subject and make it sure according to subject verb is used, right? Subject verb agreement we are talking about. So you have to focus on subject. You have to find the subject's number, whether it is singular or plural, and according to the subject verb is used. And if I say the principal and manager, so now it becomes singular subject, because subject we should focus on subject. The principal and manager, singular subject, then you have to use a singular verb. So whatever is given initially in a sentence, whatever the subject is given, you have to focus on that, and accordingly we have to use a verb. Are you getting my point? Yes. Okay. Let's take another example. You have to just reply this sentence. This one is a good sentence. Let me clear initially. This is a good sentence, so you have to answer this one. The sentence is, let me check ki who reply. Let me check ki who will reply this sentence. This one is a good sentence. The actor and singer are in no mood to solve their problem. The actor and singer are in no mood to solve their problem. Okay, let me just make different parts. Just suppose this one is the first part. This one is the first part. This one is the second part. This one is the third part, and this one is D part, no error. Okay, now answer this question. I have just categorized the sentence into different 4 segments, 4 parts. You have to tell it to me ki in which part there is an error, whether it is in part A, part B, part C, or the sentence has no error, means D is the right answer. Yes, Aniket is saying is. Okay. I just want you to make this session interactive. I just want you all to make this session interactive. So all you students just reply the sentence. Yes. What do you think? Aniket, Jinal, Sahu, Anurag. I want you all to just make this session interactive. I just want you to just use your chat box and reply which part has an error. If R can't be there, then mistake is in both B and third statement. Okay. Yes. Huh. Okay. Let's understand the sentence. Do you know, as I said ki this one is singular subject, right? This one is singular subject. Singer is also a singular subject, and these 2 singular subjects are connected by and we are getting article the before the first subject. So whenever we find article before the first subject, now it becomes singular subject. Now it becomes singular subject, means we are talking about a person who is actor and who is singer as well. Means one person is there with 2 different professions, right? this one person is actor as well as singer, means singular subject we are getting. Okay, in the B part we are getting a plural verb. Subject is singular, verb is plural. But in the C part, you know, this one is noun, problem is noun, and before this noun we have a plural possessive adjective. Plural possessive adjective. You know, there comes from they. There comes from they. They is a plural pronoun. They is a plural pronoun. So this possessive adjective there is also a plural pronoun. So if I just take this sentence according to the subject, it means ki I have to just I have to correct part B, means we have to use a singular verb, is will be there, and according to the singular subject, singular verb, there will be an error in C part also. We have to use a singular possessive adjective because subject is singular, verb is singular. So you will find ki there will be an error in B part as well as C part, and make sure ki in two different parts error can't be there usually until and unless you don't get options like that ki option B both A and B, या फिर both B and C. If you don't get such options, so in two different parts error can't be there, and make it sure this universe runs with the help of majority, right? Runs with the help of majority to just keep two different parts error free, right? We can just make an error in part A, right? And to keep this part error free, we can't change part B and part C, right? You know what happens, एक को ठीक रखने के लिए दो दो में एरर नहीं होती है, एक पार्ट को ठीक रखने के लिए यू कांट फाइंड एरर इन टू डिफरेंट पार्ट्स, बट टू कीप टू डिफरेंट पार्ट्स एरर फ्री वी कैन जस्ट चेंज वन. ठीक है, दो को ठीक रखने के लिए हम वन को तो उसको एरर फ्री कर सकते हैं ना, वन में चेंजेस कर सकते हैं. सो यू आर गेटिंग प्लूरल वर्ब, प्लूरल पोजेसिव एडजेक्टिव. व्हाई डोंट वी जस्ट मेक इट प्लूरल सब्जेक्ट? सो टू मेक इट प्लूरल सब्जेक्ट जस्ट यूज आर्टिकल द, and if I use article the, now it becomes plural subject because verb was plural over there, possessive adjective was plural over there, so sentence will be okay. So and error is in part A. Error is in part A. Error is in part A. Make it sure कि to keep one error free, we can't just change two different parts, right? But to keep two different parts error free, we can just change one part. We can just make an error in one part. So same thing happens here. Without changing part B and part C, what we do, we just make this subject plural because verb is plural, possessive adjective is plural, sentence will be okay. So are you getting my point? Yes. Are you getting my point? For descriptive, Avinash Mishra, dear, I told you ki it will take 1 or 1.5 months. After that, I shall start descriptive classes as well. So just give me some time. It's my first day today, and gradually we shall start descriptive classes also, right? So let me understand you, and let me understand you, and you understand me, right? So after that, we can do that one also. Okay, Aniket. Okay, let's talk about concepts. Let's talk about concept here. Concept is what? On the basis of all these sentences. On the basis of all these sentences, we have a concept. What is concept? Two singular subjects. Two singular subjects connected by and. Two singular subjects connected by and demand a plural verb. Demand a plural verb. Unless they refer to unless they refer to a single person or animal. A single person or animal. This one is the concept. Two singular subjects connected by and demand a plural verb unless they refer to a single person or animal. And you know it very well right now ki how they refer to a single person or animal. If you find an article before the first noun, first singular noun, then it denotes to a single person or animal. And if you find article before both the nouns, now they denote to a plural subject, a plural person or plural animal, right? So article works here. Article works here. Before first noun, if you find an article, then it denotes to a single person or animal. And if you find article before both the singular nouns, then it denotes to plural person or plural animal. I hope you are getting my point. So let's take some other examples. So you tell me ki, how do you think of this sentence? Sentences although these buildings are in need of repairs, there have been much improvement in their appearance. Okay, what do you think of this sentence? Yes, the sentence is, although these buildings are in need of repairs, there have been much improvement in their appearance. Yes, what do you think of this sentence? You have a minute to solve the sentence, and after that we shall discuss ki what is the error part. Yes, you have a minute to reply. After that, I will help you to solve the sentence. And I will tell you ki what is the concept actually in the sentence. Although these buildings are in need of repairs, there have been much improvement in their appearance. Yes. Yes. Okay. You know, this one is a concept of introductory subject there. In English, we have an introductory subject. There is an introductory subject. And this subject which introduce a noun or pronoun. This is called introductory subject. And make it sure, after introductory subject, this verb is used according to the noun. And this one is the noun, improvement. This word introductory subject there is going to introduce improvement. And this is uncountable noun. Improvement is always uncountable noun. And I think you know it very well. All uncountable nouns are considered singular. From verb point of view, all uncountable nouns are considered singular. So there is introductory subject. What it is going to be introduced? This is introducing improvement. Improvement is uncountable singular noun. So this introducing subject, introductory subject, now becomes singular subject. And if it is singular, so you have to use a singular verb. Have is a plural verb. We need a singular verb, and has will be there. Like if you just take an example, have you ever heard we just say ki once there was a king? Once there was a king. right? This one is the first sentence. Another sentence, if you talk about, if I say once there were two kings, once there were two kings, these two different sentences you have. Okay, in the first sentence, this there is introductory subject, and it is introducing to what? It is introducing a king. So a king, this is a singular noun, and because there is introducing a king, so there becomes a singular subject. This becomes singular subject. That's why we use a singular verb in the sentence. Sentence is okay. But in the second sentence, this their introductory subject, this one is introductory subject, and what it introduces, this introduces to the noun two kings. This one is plural noun, and there introduces two kings, plural noun here. That's why now there becomes a plural subject, and according to the plural subject, we use a plural verb. Both the sentences are okay. So I think now you are able to understand that there always takes a verb according to the noun, or according to the sense of a noun. If you find a noun of singular sense, we use a singular verb with there. If you find a plural noun, or noun of plural sense in the sentence, now there becomes a plural subject, and we use a plural with that introductory subject there, right? So same thing happens in this sentence. There is introductory subject, and this is going to introduce improvement. This is uncountable noun. Uncountable nouns are always considered singular, so there becomes singular subject. That's why singular verb will be used. Okay, let's take another example. If I say there was many players who involved in the spot fixing. Okay, there was many players who involved in the spot fixing. Let's check this sentence also. This one is there, this one is introductory subject, right? Make it sure in English there are only two introductory subject. One is there is introductory subject, and it is also introductory subject, but it always demand a singular verb. It always demand a singular verb, but with there we can use singular as well as plural verb. Singular as well as plural verb, and it is crystal clear with the help of these sentences, right? Okay, there is an introductory subject, so this there is going to introduce a plural noun, many players. So there denotes to what? Many players. So now it becomes plural subject, and according to the plural subject we have to use a plural verb. Was is a singular verb, so use a plural verb were over there. Sentence will be okay. There were many players who involved in the spot fixing. Yes, are you getting my point? Yes, guys, are you getting my point? Is everything okay here? Okay. So this is for today, and we have started a chapter subject verb agreement. In second class, on Monday we shall discuss, you can say, subject verb agreement and some vocabulary also, and we shall start vocabulary with phrasal verbs, right? We shall in next class we shall discuss subject verb agreement and phrasal verb also. So it's high time from my side, and I just keep my finger crossed for you. I want you to share this class with all your friends, with all your classmates, so that all they get information about these classes of English and all different classes which you watch on this platform. So just keep sharing, and keep text or keep comment ke what do you think of the class, and what special do you want from me, what different do you want from me. Okay, I will wait for your comments, right? Keep sharing and subscribe this channel. It's enough for today. I just keep my finger crossed for you. It's high time. Goodbye. Take care. Thank you.